Good morning, traders. Richard here doing a quick Ichimoku cloud chart market review of the S&P 500 Index. We'll look at the S&P 500 Futures contract here. I've got the E-minis up. Just recap, a very strong rally. It was about a 10% rally from this support zone here. This swing trade worked out well after a false start at that support rebound trade there, but this one worked out beautifully. And the market here rebounded from this June cloud chart support zone. You can see the bottom end and the top end of the cloud there became quite a significant support zone. And also at this point in time, the price action was quite far away from the bottom end of the cloud, so kind of mean reversion taking place from a cloud chart perspective. So on this swing trade, the support rebound, then we got through the standard line of the cloud there, broke through that, only to run into resistance at the bottom end of the cloud here. Managed to break through that, then tested it for support. You can see that support zone is very close to that front end cloud chart support zone at the top in the cloud. So it was another significant support zone that could have acted as resistance, but in this case it was a support zone. And also that we've had a seasonal strong period. November is generally a kind of a seasonality rally into the year end. It went a little bit higher than expected. Broke through the top end of the cloud chart resistance. And the last update on the Spider ETF, we were fighting this resistance zone, broke through that, and then ran into trouble at this old cloud chart support zone, this cloud chart shadow, the old support zone that turned into resistance. So that's now a resistance zone. Market pulled back from there. If this resistance holds, we could see a test back down to the top end of the cloud here to retest that support zone there. So we could see a bit of a technical retracement of this move back down to retest that level. If this resistance level, if another attempt is made for the market to break past this resistance zone, and then the upside target would be the top end of the cloud there. That would be the next upside target there at 4596, 4600 basically is the next upside target. Provided we can get past this old cloud chart resistance zone of 4541. So that's kind of a significant resistance zone for the market to get through. The lagging line of the cloud here, digging its head in at the bottom of the cloud resistance. We really need to see that lagging line break through. But so far, consolidation risk now after this strong move back down to the top end of the cloud at 4453. And if the market's very weak, we might just come back and test this old level there, standard line, and then this cloud chart level there. And in a very weak market, we could come back to retest the top end of the cloud there. And that would equate to about a 38 Fibonacci retracement back to that level. So that's the downside risk. If this resistance level holds, if we make another attempt of breaking past there, then it activates the upside target there at 4596, the old cloud chart resistance level, and then the ultimate high there is that one there. So it'll be interesting to see if we're going to get there by January, second, third week of January. In terms of year-end rally. But so far, very strong rally from cloud chart support levels in the futures contract. Broke through a significant resistance. We're back above the top end of the cloud, so that's significant because we're back in bullish territory. Price action above the cloud is bullish, price action below the cloud is bearish. So now with the market's much better shape, but do realize that we can see a bit of a consolidation of this move coming back down to retest the front end of the cloud for support. Now, the weekly chart's also quite interesting to see how the market rebounded very close to the top end cloud chart support zone there at the front end of the cloud. So fantastic rebound from major support zone on the weekly Ichimoku as well. And then a strong rally through the standard line of the cloud, so that's good. Through the front end cloud chart resistance at 4424, and now running back into the resistance on the daily. And then this zone here is also the resistance on the weekly. So there's a cluster of resistance there to get through. So there's a risk that we could come back for a 38% Fibonacci retracement to retest this front end cloud chart for support 4424, as well as the standard line there on the weekly. So keep an eye on that one, standard line 4402, 4400. So the front end of the cloud is a support zone that we can see tested just from a technical retracement of this particular move. Turning to the 4-hour Ichimoku. Nice strong rally, price action, after rebounding from that support zone, nice swing trade buy signal there. Then we got the cloud chart buy signal there on the 4-hour. You can see it comes through over there, and then we managed to get through the bottom end cloud chart resistance, got through the top end cloud chart resistance, and then the rally just kept on moving, became a little bit extended from the top end of the cloud, pulled back, rebounded from the standard line of the cloud there, only to keep going. And now we have a nice trend on the 4-hour Ichimoku with downside risk targets to the front end of the cloud there, that zone there, as well as that level there. That's 4465, and then the turning line of the cloud. Yeah, so the turning line of the cloud, yeah, standard line of the cloud, sorry, that's the turning line. Standard line of the cloud, let's just turn it into a bit of a thicker line there so I can double check style. There we go. Just do a thicker line there, just so that we want to see it on the other one. Change that to a red one there, just to see on the daily chart where that level is. But the market's a bit extended now from the top of the cloud, need a bit of a consolidation of this move, and we could see it come back to retest or swing trade from that support zone there on the daily. Keep that level in mind. Yes, that's the top end of the cloud there. So there's a cluster of support there, right there. These August lows is now a new support zone, and that red one there is the standard line of the 4-hour Ichimoku cloud, so keep that in mind. So it's quite possible it could snap back to this cluster of support and then continue the rally from there, but we do need to see a bit of a this rally to be digested. Now, if it breaks through the top in the cloud as mentioned before, then it activates these two upside targets. A critical week ahead for either the rally to continue or a snap back down to test the top in the cloud for support. If we take this Ichimoku cloud one step further and we use artificial intelligence together with the cloud chart analysis, we can see the Fulgent AI that sits on the Metastock platform generated a volatility breakout signal here, and that delivered quite a couple of points profit in terms of the futures contract. Now, this Fulgent AI engine was last trained in 2022, so we've got a couple of years worth of data where it's outside the testing period, live data that it's looked at and identified some really great signals. The one we're really looking for is the major reversal signal, because that's about 94% accurate over the testing period. The one we've got here is the volatility breakout one, so on average that one's about 61% accurate during the testing period. Now, we tested thousands of trades, go back a couple of 20, 30, 40 years in futures data to train the AI on, so very good trading statistics on the using artificial intelligence together with the Ichimoku clouds. Now, if we go back to the daily, you could see now the AI is only looking at high probability trades. The minimum is about 60 to 65% accuracy. We don't really look for anything below that. And if we just refresh this, there we go. We can see we had a volatility breakout and a major reversal here that captured that entire move. So these are quite, you can do position trading with the major reversal trade. But you can see we did capture quite a long move. Volatility breakout move there also worked out well. The major reversal trade there worked out well. Another reversal trade there captured a nice trend there. So you can see the AI works very well, using it together in combination with the cloud chart, Ichimoku cloud chart analysis. Volatility breakout signal there, right down there at the bottom. Fantastic trade driven by artificial intelligence. Just time to wrap up. So the critical thing to watch out for this week is a possible consolidation risk back down to the critical front-end cloud chart support level on the 4-hour chart, as well as on the daily. We're looking at technical retracement, Fibonacci retracement of this move. If this resistance level holds, that's the downside risk. If this resistance gets broken out, it'll activate the two upside target, the old resistance zones to the upside on the Ichimoku cloud. Until next time, happy cloud chart trading. Bye for now.